In the first room of the Diocesan Museum of Sacred Art, the Domus Orationis, the removal of filling material from the vaulted ceiling has brought to light what remains of an important pictorial cycle of the early church, dating back to the first decades of the 14th century. The frescoes used to be integrated with a spatial layout that was different from the current one. The inner hall is now divided in half by an 18th century barrel vault, with arched windows leaning against the original walls. This choice was probably made due to the need to expand the accommodation capacity of the monastery, or to remedy the collapses and instabilities caused by the earthquakes of 1456 and 1706, which severely damaged the city's historical and artistic heritage, destroying a large part of medieval and Renaissance SULMONA. On the same occasion, the room was shortened due to the insertion of a staircase to access the upper floor. Further proof of these transformations is given by the remains of the same cycle that decorated the entire interior chapel, which can be found in the narrow spaces in the rear of the staircase. The 18th century vault has been preserved by limiting its presence in correspondence with the arch windows in order to give evidence of the various construction phases of the monument. This solution did not allow the restoration of the original layout of the hall and the complete vision of the pictorial cycle. Nevertheless, it recreated an articulated image of how the environment has been structured over time. The frescoes alternate episodes from the life of Christ with stories from the life of St. Francis, who is presented as a renewer of the gospel message. Among the most intact scenes, you can admire the baptism of Christ, St. Francis receiving the stigmata, Christ in the house of the Pharisee, the flagellation and the crucifixion. The work was created in full harmony with the highly innovative contemporary pictorial production from the area of Umbria and Lazio. The hypothesis of a direct knowledge of the figurative styles in vogue in Rome and Assisi is entirely plausible. Such styles were reproposed by the masters working in SULMONA with a varying intensity and fidelity, but always maintaining a high standard of quality. They didn't take as a model a single and exclusive pictorial scheme, but interpreted and simplified the various stylistic elements chosen.